Hello everybody, welcome to MindMesh's Movie Talks. My name's Chayton.
And I'm sorry, we couldn't find Detective Pikachu.
Wait, who are you?
I'm Fish, by the way.
Yeah, sorry. Sometimes in the dark where we record this, I can't see your face. I think I'm recording with a stranger.
I understand, you keep... I don't understand how we watch the movie. You keep the screen so dark.
I know, it's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. But anyways, so yeah, last Movie Talks, I know that we said that we thought we knew where the disc to Detective Pikachu was, but sadly it was Venom. Don't really know how we got that mixed up. I think it's the whole like a mixture of CGI, live action, that sort of thing.
I think it's that. I feel like
Well, we also
I had a joke there and then it just went
well, no,
out
it's
the
fine.
door.
Well, we also came to the conclusion that we don't own Detective Pikachu. I'll go to the store this weekend. I promise you, we'll be watching Detective Pikachu come next week on
You
MindMesh's
don't want me to
Movie
go
Talk.
with you? You got this?
I got this. Don't
Are you
you
sure?
worry. Yeah, dude, I am perfectly capable of finding Detective Pikachu on those shelves.
But you told me you don't know how to read.
That's okay. All I know is that it stars Ryan Reynolds, and that's all I need. That's
Okay.
all. I'll look for his face on the box.
All right.
But anyways, to sync up this commentary track with the movie itself, you're going to press pause on the commentary track when I say the pause and press play as soon as the Columbia, a Sony company, fades completely to black. Now I say completely because the Columbia, the sky, and the Statue of Liberty lady fades away before a Sony company at the bottom fades away. So make sure everything completely fades to black and then you'll click play on this movie commentary track. But for now, press pause. Boom. Now this is
I can't wait to see Spiderman and Venom fight.
What do you? Well, yeah, here's the deal. This is in association with Marvel. They didn't get the cool new Marvel intro. They could only afford the old one and put the text above it. That's how it works. But anyways, welcome to Venom. I've seen this film. Actually, we haven't even talked about this. You're an avid Spider-Man fan.
Oh, a huge Spider-Man fan.
Yeah.
And it's kind of why I've neglected to go see this is because of how terrible.
You've heard great things from me because I have seen it, because this was supposed to be rated R and then it got pushed down to PG-13. Actually, I don't know if this is like a rated R cut. I'm pretty sure it's not, because this is the cut that I watched. This is the version that I watched. So I'm pretty sure this is the PG.
There's a rated R cut. Is there?
I don't know, because the whole like DC shambles that happened where they released like the rated R cuts for all their films because they messed them up so bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
Isn't this based? Well, let's just say this.
Somebody's calling me. I don't know who.
That's
I'm just
okay.
I'm just gonna ignore it.
Say bye-bye. But no, so this movie is very confusing because this movie was produced after the whole Sony Marvel the Sony Marvel deal with for Spider-Man, where Spider-Man got put into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So like they got to keep a plethora of Spider-Man villains that Marvel couldn't use, and Venom was one of them. So this is a Venom movie without Spider-Man, which is, a little interesting to say the least. Oh my God.
That's my opinion.
I'm trying so hard to give this movie a good name before we get into it, okay?
Yeah, I'm just feeling... I'm hungry.
Look at these JJ lens flares.
JJ didn't make this. This is not a JJ movie.
You don't know that. This could totally be a JJ flick.
I'm not going to look it up because know
that it's not. You know that's not happening.
So instead of like the Venom coming down on like a meteorite, they found it in space and brought it back.
There have been certain Marvel or Spider-Man versions of the whole Venom mythos.
Yeah.
Because of course the original was in Secret Wars, where they were on like the symbiote planet and Spider-Man found it and got the black suit. And then they've also had the Raimi version where it came crashing down on a meteor. But I think the most recent canon was that they went up into space and found these samples on meteorites and they brought them back down. And it just turned out that it was like an escaped alien species type deal. So it's kind of, well, then there's also Ultimate Spider-Man, where it was produced by Oscorp. And Eddie Brock went into Oscorp and stole it, and that's how he became Venom in Ultimate Spider-Man.
I call myself a Spider-Man fan, but there's so many little things like that I didn't know.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, you're I love how we just deemed you a huge Spider-Man fan, and then I just listed off like 5 things you didn't know about Spider-Man. Well, not Spider-Man, but Venom, Spider-Man's biggest villain, or one of. There's a lot of. Anyways, so this is a zombie movie. Dude, it just reminds me of a leech, you know? A nice old big black leech sucking on your face. All practical.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah, no, it was a weird. Okay, the reason is because they had to transition the van falling over to the stationary shot of the van for that nice little effect shot of like pulling apart the metal. So because of that, they had to do a weird speed ramp fade. And so that's why it looked
It didn't
look natural. It didn't look it looked good up until that point, but it
felt
did not
like
look natural.
The road was like magnetic.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Venom.
Hardcore metal music plays.
And sadly, there's not a lot of that.
I felt like that would.
It's just nice Hans Zimmer horns.
Oh, okay.
That's what this movie soundtrack is, because that's what all movie soundtracks were until. Well, no, there's still pretty much a bunch of horns. There's our boy Eddie Brock, good old Tom Hardy, who honestly.
This is like the prequel to The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, dude, he is gonna go into the darkness and be raised by the darkness in this movie. But all I'm saying is that I wish that like Tom they're making a Venom 2, by the way. You do know that, right?
Is that confirmed? They're still.
Oh yeah, they're starting. I think they're starting shooting here really soon.
Didn't this bomb at the box office?
Bro, no.
It didn't?
The Joker was the movie that broke Venom's record.
Really?
Yeah, Venom had the highest October record last year, and then Joker overtook it by like I think this made 80 million in its first weekend, and Joker made 93 or something
90.
like that. So like literally, yeah, no, this movie did far over expectations, far over expectations.
Oh,
for anyone's guess, well, you'll see. Oh, not heavy metal, punk rock, or punk rap. Wait, I don't know. I don't know music.
I don't know what you call this music. It's like electronica.
It's like electronica, punk, whatever. I don't know. Oh, and then he's gone. Dude, they ripped off the Daily Bugle. How dare they? I like how he has an X on his headlight. That does not. I feel like that doesn't bode well for his night visibility. But anyways, cool, nice little montage shot. It's like comic book panels. It's a comic book. Look at this.
It's a good way to do that.
No, it's a good way to show that he's like a reporter and these are all of his like, it's almost like website articles almost.
It's a good way to montage with it being a comic book movie.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, Scott Pilgrim did a similar thing. So, I mean, it's nice to see. It's nice to see them kind of utilizing that, but also it's a nice way to utilize the fact that he is an online video reporter. So those are all of his blog posts and videos and all that stuff.
That shot was out of focus.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, there it was. That's the later shot. That's the same shot later
same
on.
shot later on. Yeah. The U.S. Bank building.
Bro, you should have quit smoking fucking menthols 30 years ago.
It's okay. Wasn't this guy like... Why am I thinking he's Lucius Fox? Why am I seeing Lucius Fox in this man's face? I don't think he was Lucius Fox.
Morgan Freeman?
No, I know Morgan Freeman was Lucius Fox. I'm talking about in the most recent Batman. Why am I thinking there wasn't a Lucius Fox in the most recent reboot, right?
I don't think so. In like a BVS or Justice League?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't know why. Maybe it's his voice. He voiced Lucius Fox in like a video game or one of the movies. I don't know. But then again, this is a prequel to The Dark Knight Rises, so maybe this is young Lucius Fox. Yeah, don't start it. Be a better reporter.
They're setting up all these things.
No, well, yes, they're doing a lot of stuff right now. What I'm about to say is that these two don't like match to me at all. It'll be very, like she's very upkent, not upkent. She's not related to Martha, but anyways, she's very upkept and scheduled and like very like kind of pure, and then he's like the grummy like reporter, like can't keep. I don't know. It's very much they're kind of weird.
Opposites attract, bro.
Dude, I don't care what no one says. Opposites don't attract. They attract for a while, and then they realize they're opposites, and then they don't. Yeah. Did you mean tiger? Is that what you meant? I was about to say, no, they start going at it at the table in the restaurant. That's what I wanted to see. That was in the rated R cut. Fun fact. They had to ADR that line because it originally didn't happen.
Had to do a reshoot just for this.
Yeah. I like how he took off her tie and she put it on him. That's called a role reversal right there, boys.
Sorry.
Wow, that was a quickie. Need some of that OJ. Keep that vitamin C up, give you a little bit more energy, you know, at 2 a.m. in the morning.
So is that a motion track down there?
The screen itself?
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, no, for sure. You see how it's like vignetting around the edges?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Wait, how did it lock the computer? Oh, that was a screensaver. I take it all back. Uh-oh. Dude, he just hacked straight into her computer, into her email, looking at her PDFs. That's,
bro.
You know what that stands for, right? You know what that stands for? Porn documented files.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, it is. Look at that. Look at all that porn. Oh my God. What's a section 8UM? I've never heard of that move before.
You need to stop. Look.
All I can think of is it Michael Jordan? Is that the meme? It's time to stop? No, doesn't he?
No, that's Filthy Frank.
No, but there's one that Michael Jordan did where it's like him on a terrible like PSA and he looks straight into the camera.
Maybe I
don't know. I don't know meme culture. I really want to see Eddie Brock just standing in the back of these children, just staring at him, raising his hand for a question.
I just want him to like be part of the group.
Yeah, no, I want him to be part of these little kids. Like that's what I want to see.
I wish Eddie Brock was like in kindergarten. That's the same age.
Yeah, if this is a Venom origin story, I mean, origin story for the Dark Knight Rises, we need him to be a child.
No.
We need
He's a grown
Venom.
adult in kindergarten.
No, that's what I was pitching. Then you said you wish he was part of like the class and like you kept going. I thought you just meant you wanted him to be like a kid.
No, I wanted him to be like a grown man.
Oh, okay. Then we agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it'd be very comedic.
Damn. I really missed that cool character beat where he could have been in the background. But whatever. I don't care. Maybe it's in the R-rated cut. Who knows? That's a cool ass elevator.
I'm glad
that shot lasted long enough for for us to see that.
It's very convenient they were able to film both of these shots.
Oh yeah, one time?
Yeah. Well, not the backward shot, I guess.
Well, yeah. Oh yeah, true. They wouldn't have been able to shoot them at the same time. This one gives a reason for the floating camera.
Yeah, they probably shot the wide and maybe that one, these two at the same time.
Yeah, perhaps.
Because then you wouldn't have to worry about the camera; it'd be on the side of you. Wait, nope, that's just a fake camera.
It happens, man. But all I'm gonna say is like, why? I love how this scene is literally just like, I love how this scene is literally just them walking around in a circle.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't, dude. Oh my God, what is wrong with you? Why can't you like? You look away from the mic when you cough.
I didn't do that last time, did I?
You've already done it twice in this one. You made up for it.
Okay.
I just love the fact that you'll turn away to cough from the mic, but you won't turn away to burp. You literally engulf the mic when you burp.
I'm sorry.
You're not though.
I'm not.
Man.
Get the camera off me.
Get out of here. I love when films work cameras into the actual films themselves. Bro, he didn't mean that. You can tell in his face. Bruce Wayne. What you don't know is that guy worked for Wayne Enterprises.
I wish he would have said like J. Jonah Jameson. So then they would have.
Really
like
tied it all together.
Hack.
Yeah.
Because they've been portraying him as like an Alex Jones-esque.
Well, yeah,
character.
but that was also, I'm sure that was, of course, this film came out before Far From Home.
But even in like the video game, that's how he was kind of acting.
Well, yeah, but it's just kind of, well, as I said, like Marvel has certain rights to use certain characters in the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if like J. Jonah Jameson was part of that deal. I mean, I don't know. It's weird.
They can still use Spider-Man though.
Not really, not in these. At least they can use Spider-Man and they can use J. Jonah Jameson, but now they can't use the J. Jonah Jameson and Spider-Man that's in the MCU.
Okay.
So like due to the original deal before Sony and Marvel had a falling out and then an unfalling out, technically Tom Holland could have been in Venom, but if the deal kept going on, Tom Holland couldn't be in Venom. So it's this weird like loophole in contracts. It's dumb. That's all I gotta say.
He said, "I really don't want to be in Venom 2, guys. Please let me be
Please let me come back. Let me come back for Spider-Man not homeless anymore."
Yeah, that's the next one. Spider-Man not homeless.
Yep. We've had Homecoming, Far From Home, not home yet. Bro, why are you like googly-eyed over shit samples? What's this? Oh yeah.
What would you do if you took a shit and it was it started moving around like that?
Honestly, I would be impressed with myself.
Wow, I ate a lot of fiber today.
Yeah, dude. It's like, Jesus, I made a little microorganism inside me. Like that's wild. I'd be completely down for it. Yeah, I'm eating that healthy that
there's enough nutrients for me and this time.
Yeah, I've made this cool like little biome inside my little grumbly tumbly. Like, I'm down for that. Also, is it weird to anyone else that like the Life Foundation, or I think that's their name, the Life Foundation doesn't know about this whole like EMT crash and like the missing nurse? Also, that's she true. Just ate that eel and it's straight up a cucumber. That's straight up just a pickle. Oh, well. That's strike one for this movie not being PG-13.
It's crazy what PG-13 movies get away with now.
Oh yeah, no, it's like they get, I think, what is it, 2 F-bombs and it's a certain amount of, like they can do, PG-13 can do violence, it's just they can only show a certain amount of blood. That's like the ruling on it. But it can only be certain violence that isn't torturous violence too. It has to be like one-hit blows.
Fair.
Bro, she is literally about to pull a Donatello and whip your ass with that staff. One of us. One of us. One of us. Okay, so we saw the symbiote like heal that woman's like broken leg in a matter of seconds to be like a nice, healthy, like, what would you say, like maybe late 20s, early 30s woman, and she just the symbiote decided to be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go into this 80-year-old woman that has a walking disability.
I'm just watching. I'm just seeing what's gonna happen to this bunny.
Bro, let me tell you what's gonna happen with this bunny. It's gonna turn yellow and be fine, perfectly fine.
Oh, it's gonna explode.
Bro, I can't wait. I want to see bunny guts. After, I need to see them bunny guts. I heard rabbit is delightful this time of year. I'm trying to think. No, this.
What's the? I know they're like, that was a reference to another symbiote. Do you remember the name of the yellow symbiote?
I think the yellow symbiote's the female symbiote.
Can't remember.
I don't remember as well. I can look it up real quick.
I know like the big 3 are like Venom, Carnage, and Anti-Venom.
Yeah. Venom, Carnage, Anti-Venom. Well, wasn't Anti-Venom just Venom just
I
like
think it's
mutated.
Venom. I think it's Venom and Carnage together, but it might be a mutated Venom.
Let's see. It's Scream.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is Scream, because there's also, oh my goodness, there's Toxin, Lasher, Phage, Agony. Oh my goodness, how many symbiotes are there? I can't wait till Venom 2, where they have like a Sinister Six solely of Venoms.
Oh yeah, of symbiotes.
Yeah, it'll only be what it'd be the third attempt of Sony trying to pull off a Sinister Six that they'll probably fail at.
So you're an editor,
Mm-hmm.
and you know a little bit about some VFX.
Yeah. Why does that TV look so bad? Is that what you're gonna ask?
Like, I know most movies probably use motion tracking for their screens because, again, we're filmmakers.
Yeah.
So I know what it's like to film a screen, and it's very difficult to.
Yes.
So why does that look bad? Like, what could they have done to make it better?
Match the color temperature of the room.
Okay.
It's as simple as that. Because there wasn't enough light coming off of that to actually affect the scene in general. And since they had to like actually do rotoscoping and for when he stood up and left the bar, that probably meant they were using a green screen with like tracking markers on the TV.
Yeah.
So it was probably giving a weird green halo to the sensor. But the problem is that because it was green, they pushed the TV towards the cool tones when it came to motion tracking the stuff on to like color correct.
Yeah.
And the problem is that the TV should have been more on the orange side to match the scene, but instead it looked like it would have matched well in the scene.
I see what you're saying.
But in that bar that was super orange, that glowing blue TV didn't look right.
That's what I thought. I didn't know if it was. I also thought if it was just more dim. To kind of blend with it. I don't know.
Well, it's also that the fact that the screen had no surface value.
Mm-hmm.
So there was no like odd light streaks. There was no like dust or grain or anything. Because this is a grungy, dirty bar, and there was nothing on the screen. It was just a clean, crisp image, and it just makes it look weird. Yeah, let's go, lady. Hey,
so wait, he already just has the symbiote.
What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about.
I think I've seen this scene before.
Nah. This is the scene where he buys some shredded mini wheats. But not because they can't put mini into title because that's copyright. So they can only have the Dollar General brand of shredded mints. The shredded wheats. Everybody heard. Wait. I don't know. Oh, yeah. We don't need heavy metal in this music. We need some smooth rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like his jacket. That's a nice Wolverine jacket. Wait, is that Shaggy?
No, it's not Shaggy.
Anyone with long, like dirty blonde hair and a goatee, I'm gonna call Shaggy. Forever and always. Yeah, but like we saw his girlfriend's apartment, and now this is his apartment. Also, if they've been like living together and he moved to San Francisco for her, why aren't they living together?
Maybe they're not at that point of their relationship.
He moved to San Francisco for her. What do you mean they're not at that point in their relationship? He moved for her.
Okay, you're right. I don't know what to say.
That was nice. That was a good one.
That's so funny.
He's got some like chronic pain. Like the way he walks around. Like he's literally like late 20s, early 30s, and this man is walking around like he's got arthritis in every joint in his body.
I think Tom Hardy's a little older than that, isn't he?
Probably, but he looks young. He looks nice. He just shit himself.
Like, I think this should be like the entire score.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that. That sounds fun. I'm down for that.
Imagine like the action scenes, like when he's Venom being like that.
Yeah, just heavy, super heavy metal. No, no. Yeah. So you've been lied to. Tom Hardy is not Eddie Brock. This guy's Eddie Brock. Not the one in the tube. Him. He's Eddie Brock.
No.
Yes. The movie pulled a fast one. They only wanted Tom Hardy to get a name on the movie. They didn't want him to actually play the titular star of Eddie Brock. There's two Eddie Brocks. This guy's it's Tom Hardy Eddie Brock is spelled Eddy.
Stop.
This guy is spelled Eddie. Isaac's just a pseudonym for Eddie.
What if there are three of them and it was like Ed, and Eddie, but symbiotes?
Now that is a movie I'd like to see.
Kevin's the villain. Kevin Octavius.
Kevin is the evil symbiote. I don't believe a word coming out of this man's mouth. Like, he's giving this big motivational speech to this obvious homeless man that they just grabbed off the road to do some scientific experiments on, and I don't believe him. That's touching. Doing the whole hands thing to the glass. What movie did that first? Was it Alien?
I don't know.
I'm getting some Alien vibes from that, and I don't know if that was the original like thing for the hand on glass like connection touch. I know that.
I remember. No,
they did it in Star Trek with the Wrath of Khan. They like put the live long and prosper. I don't know. Anyways, back to the Goop Troop. Yummy. I wish to. Oh yeah, go down his throat. Oh, I like that VFX where you saw the spittle like stick to him. It didn't connect to him, it connected to his clothes.
That wasn't the Venom symbiote, was it?
I don't know. I can't tell you anything about this movie. I'm not going to say I don't remember it because I do remember it, but I'm not, it's whatever. Why is the glass shaking? He's not touching it no more. Oh, well, that's awkward. Bro, stop dancing for him. Oh my God. He's dancing to impress right now. That's called, the stinky leg? Yeah, this is the stinky body. Oh, now it comes out of his mouth.
Jesus Christ.
I wonder if that's why this movie got going to be rated R, because originally the VFX had the symbiote going down his mouth to infect him. But they were like, no, that's too graphic. But you can have it coming out of his mouth.
I wonder.
Yeah, it's like it's those kind of rules that it makes you think. It's like, oh wait, is that how that works?
So many weird little
quirks about rules about what makes a film what it is. I don't know.
Well, like with ratings and like just like what you're allowed to do and not what you're not allowed to do.
Yeah, no. They took his friend. I'm glad he's already talking to himself. I like how they had no build up to that. Like, they didn't show any scenes previous of her like following him around.
Yeah, I know. Just
or her in the background. It's just like crazy. It's like he notices his best homeless friend is gone. He goes into the store, and then all of a sudden we're having the scene of him talking to himself, revealing that, oh, this lady's been following me. Because she works there. Flash your ID badge. Nathan Drake?
Yes.
The most famous treasure hunter in the land?
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. Oh, another connection. Another connection to the Dark Knight Rises right there.
Yeah, totally.
Sleep tight. Don't let the symbiotes bite. You know, this is a lot of character build up for an action movie about a super or an anti-hero, you know? Maybe that's just me. But I mean, we are already 30 minutes into this film and Eddie Brock has not been subjected to said symbiote yet.
I mean, it's okay.
First act, you know? First act, if they want to take it a little slow, they want to take it a little slow burner. So once the symbiote meets good old Eddie Brock, things can ramp up. The Metallica can just swing on in. And man, oh man, can we have an action-packed time. Thanks, Tom Hardy. See ya, Tom Hardy. What if that was a funny little gag in the script? His name was Tom.
Hmm.
What if it was a funny script that the new boyfriend's name was Tom?
Be really quirky, man.
I wonder if there's actually any films that ever do that. Like the real actors using the alias of the character they're playing, but then their love interest gets with another person named their actual name. I don't know. Maybe it's a stretch. I don't perhaps know. Yeah, no. Okay, something me and Eddie Brock can agree on is the sole fact that cats don't like anybody.
My cats love me, and I'm not getting into this right now.
No, they don't. They don't. They look at you for sustenance. They look at you for water, but they don't love you.
They love me.
Can you roll them over and give them belly scratches without them scratching you?
Yes.
Don't lie to me.
Yes.
I've seen them latch onto your arm like a goddamn spider monkey. Don't lie to me.
They love me.
Love is subjective.
That's why he got dumped.
No, it's because he lost his job.
I know. I was just trying to tie this conversation back into the movie.
Well, no, there was a video I saw on Twitter recently of a man who actually trained his cat to do like sit and like paw and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that was it was weird to see a cat actually know tricks. One of my friends in high school taught his cat to actually shit and piss in their toilet and flush the toilet.
I had a cat that we didn't even have to teach him, but he would pee in the toilet. He wouldn't flush it.
Wait.
But he
he became self-taught?
Like he would just sit on the toilet and pee.
What a freak.
And then
that cat was a freak.
And then I have another cat right now that
who shits in the sink?
No. I've taught him to like come to me like a dog.
Yeah, my sister has a cat like that. Well, a cat that plays fetch. You throw hair ties or little objects and he'll run, grab them, and then bring them back like a dog. Their dog won't play fetch, but their cat will.
That's fun.
It's a weird dynamic. Their cat acts like a dog and their dog acts like a cat. And bad news bears, in all honesty. They really they pick the bad bits out of the litter, if you so will. Whoa. Overpopulation and climate change. How does that have to do anything about poor people getting infected by symbiotes? Let's not make this political now. I can't wait until hand scanners like that are actually used. Bro, that's 3.
That was a weak one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but
that was a better one.
Okay, that's 4. For the next 2 movie talks, you can't burp.
That's not true.
Oh, bro, it is. Can't wait till the next the next movie talks where Fisher's not here and I replace him.
Me either.
What, you don't want to be here when we watch Detective Pikachu?
Oh yeah, I'll stay for that.
No, I'm saying next movie talk when we watch Detective Pikachu.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'll replace you.
What?
How's this a super popular like technology firm and they don't have like super tight security on their main levels? I don't know.
You asked,
never mind. There's security. There they are. It's just they only have one man per floor of this giant facility.
Don't get infected. Just go in.
Yeah. I've never heard that saying in my goddamn life. You should have checked her.
That's the joke.
You should have checked her credentials.
That's the joke.
I get it's a joke, but as a security guard, he needs to do a better job. That's all I'm saying. What if from this point this movie turned into a horror movie? How would you feel?
I thought that's what this was kind of supposed to be.
I'm still waiting for a superhero horror movie. Not saying that Brightburn wasn't like a horror movie, but that's not what I mean when I mean like a superhero film that's a superhero film, but goes into the terror that is the superpower. Like with good old Fan 4 Stick. Josh Trank came in and wanted to make like a body horror like Fantastic Four film where they couldn't control their powers and like Mr. Fantastic would just melt on the spot. Or like the Human Torch actually didn't realize that the fire wasn't burning him because he could still feel the heat and stuff like that. Or Invisible Woman couldn't turn uninvisible and stuff like that. Like he wanted to do all these cool body horror things that Fox said no. And now Marvel owns Fox. So, you know, who knows what could happen. They won't do a body horror Fantastic Four. But Venom could. Venom 2 could definitely. Oh my God.
Jesus.
How did he push random buttons and turn on the seizure setting? Uh-oh. Oh, this is the homeless lady that he's friends with. I was wrong. Uh-oh.
He's infected.
I could see a Venom works surprisingly like a zombie infection. The only difference is that the disease or the symbiote, I'll call it a disease, can burn out because if it doesn't transfer to a new host, it dies. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. What happened to his arthritis?
Now the security guards show up.
Yeah, now the security guards are here.
I like that he just immediately accepts that he has superhuman strength.
Well, you'll see later on in this movie why he accepts it so willingly. Like this is a bit of fight or flight response that's happening right now. But you'll understand there's a reason why he can't he's not questioning it currently. Or a somewhat kind of flaky reason why he's not thinking about it currently. Well, okay, it hinted right there. He's not in control of his body.
Oh, okay.
Or he's somewhat in control of his body. It's weird. Because
that's my biggest question: is how come he's able to sort of control it, but everyone else is just kind of like a fucking zombie?
Well, it's because he has a better link.
Oh, it's just
he's the missing link. There's something special about his genetics that allows him to climb this squirrel like a climb this tree like a squirrel. That's how I'm feeling right now. I will say this is a nice little cinematic or cinematography change. Most of the movie's been nice, like super steady cam, and now there's all this like handheld movement to give this weird
like off kilter,
off kilter like effect. This odd like bokeh out of focusness that's going on right now. Man, he chugged that glass of water like a champ. Oh, my favorite snack, frozen fucking tater tots. My second favorite snack, old chicken.
Old rotten chicken.
Yes. Get it, boy. Snack, snack, snack. Don't talk to your mother back. Wait. I love how I'll have jokes in my brain, but then I speak and then the jokes just don't make any sense. One day I'll learn comedy. Gotta get that vomit taste out of your mouth. I get it, man. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Night night, boy. So so I think that officially puts us into the second act of the film, technically.
Does it? Does it really?
Well, the second act of the film is the longest portion of the film. So I think being 40 minutes in and he just got the symbiote does technically place us within the second act. But maybe it's just me. I don't know. So they've had one successful symbiote transfer and one also successful transfer that they don't know about technically.
So two.
Yeah, but one of them isn't under the Life Foundation, so I can't count it. Sorry. And from this point on in the film, Eddie Brock appears to be drunk the entirety of the runtime. He moved from, oh man, look at all the tater tot crumbs. You better get down there and act like a Roomba and suck all them bad boys up.
Hey, what the fuck, bro?
What?
Nothing.
Bro, there's literally, all my eyes were focused on that shot was the tater tot. That's all I'm wanting. That's all I want is that goddamn tater tot. I'm going to order tater tots. BRB. Oh God, Symbiote's going to take that little girl.
Oh no.
Don't go into the Tondas. Don't go in there. No, not the Tondas. Oh, that was nice. You like that? Even though that made no sense contextually to the shot itself. That was a nice little wipe. I just wish that the person that was making the wipe actually made sense to the scene. Oh, well, I guess it technically made sense to the scene for the airport, but I don't know.
I get what you're saying.
I feel like when you do those kinds of transitional wipes, the person that's making the transitional wipe needs to match the scene that's coming up rather than the scene that's being left. I don't know. That's personal preference when it comes to that sort of stuff. Oh, what up, Tom Hardy? I told you, drunk. He's drunk the rest of the film. What did he just eat? Oh my God. Eat those French fries. What do you mean it's dead? This is a fine establishment. Of course it's dead. Eat their rolls. Everything. Eat everything on their goddamn table. Be a monster. Be a mongrel. Be a caveman. Man, Tom Hardy is very method. Does he only like raw meat?
I think he likes things that are alive.
Yeah, I mean...
And tater tots.
Yeah, and tater tots. Those are alive. Those are... Well, when you really think about it, everything's alive. Except for rocks. And water. There's things that live in rocks and water that are alive. He's just taking a bath in a lobster pit. What do you mean he's insane? This is logical. I've done this at Red Lobster before. Oh, well, that's awkward. What you don't know is that was a cooked lobster that they painted to look like an uncooked lobster. I wish that was true. I actually wonder if that is true. I am questioning that now. Why are they playing music that's like played in a Chinese buffet? What is a sedative? Well, my man, let's look up Webster's dictionary. A sedative is a noun. It is a type of drug that puts you to sleepy sleep.
Fisher just gave me this cat scan goes.
Yeah, Fisher just gave me the dirtiest stank eye. Oh my god, he's having a seizure. Stop the process.
He signed the waiver. I mean,
did he though? The last we saw, he was taking a nice bath in a lobster pit. You think he was capable enough to sign a waiver? Peekaboo, I see you. Headbutt him. But honestly, though, Tom Hardy's performance in this film is leaps and bounds ahead of the movie that this is. Like, he really went all for it. Oh, look at the puppy. I hate those kinds of dogs, but look at the puppy. Oh, God, it's evil. It's like a little gremlin. Oh, all right.
5 times.
That's 3 movie talks that you can't burp.
I'm gonna do it anyways.
Yeah, and I can't wait to just delete your audio track. I'm going to be talking to no one, and yes, it will make me sound crazy, but it's worth it.
You know,
yeah, what's up? It. That's what I just said. That's Cletus Cassidy. That's not true. I wish I wasn't lying.
I thought the long-haired dude in the beginning might have been. But yeah. Then it said his name was Isaac.
You mean Eddie?
Stop.
What?
That's not true.
Bro, that's not right. That was like a... Oh. I've always loved that about symbiotes, is that their weakness is high-pitched screams.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you had a girl that had such a high soprano, like, scream, and, like, she saw a symbiote and scream, she could technically kill the thing. Like, I love that.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, I know the like, typical voice is only, like, in the 2000s range, but I feel like if someone's doing a blood-curdling scream, they could hit that 4,000 mark. Oh, my God. You just ate a raw lobster in the middle of a lobster pit. What do you mean you're hungry? That was $150 worth of lobster. Depending on the restaurant, of course. Red Lobster has a fantastic deal currently online. Bro, all I can think about in this movie is food. Is that bad? Are you thinking the same thing?
No, I'm pretty hungry now.
Yeah, no, watching all these frozen tater tots and like chicken wings and lobsters. I'm hungry too. No, his name's Tom. What's funny about this is that there's technically a shot that they did because they recorded all the Venom stuff live on set.
Isn't it just Tom Hardy?
Yeah, it's Tom Hardy. So there's technically a version of this scene that they shot before this where Tom Hardy's doing the same exact movement, except he's only recording the Venom lines. So that way they could play them back after post-processing so that he had something to react to when he's filming this.
God damn it. See?
Bro, I hate how he gets constipated every single time metal appears or gets heard. That was some good CGI.
The cool room. Cool room to shoot in.
I really love the daylight bulbs on the interior and the tungsten bulbs on the exterior. Gives a nice little bit of dimension, though it does feel very subway cart, if I will. Feels very The Amazing Spider-Man 2 when Peter finds his father's subway car, if you will.
True. I will say it's crazy they didn't like get the camera in any of their reflections so far.
Oh, you can remove that easily nowadays.
Oh yeah, and I'm
but
sure
also these are so tight of shots that it's like the camera is almost kind of, well, except for on her, the camera on him when it switches to him because it's trying to make him feel venomous or villainous.
Pointed up.
Yeah, it's pointed up slightly, so they don't have to worry about as much. Either that or they had a very small human holding the camera. Like I'm speaking like 5'4". Or
A cam operator's like 4 foot tall. B cam operator's like 6 foot tall.
Yeah, no, exactly. Oh God, not the purple symbiote. I don't know which. I'm guessing this is Toxin or whatever her name. Oh my God, how do you burn tater tots?
I mean, I burned those French fries one time.
Yeah, you also burned down our apartment that one time.
I did not.
You don't even lie.
I didn't burn down our apartment.
I said almost.
Okay, I didn't hear the almost.
Oh my. I thought it was a dude from across the hall, and in all honesty, coming and tagging him. I've even seen this movie and I got surprised by that one. Bro! Surprise! Ooh. Shock top. Let him drop.
Yeah, no. That metal music would have been better right now.
Yeah, no, instead of like super deep trombone tuba thing that's going on. Yeah.
Down.
But I will say,
you'll know if you synced up to the movie now.
Yeah, no. This scene is what makes me believe that literally Tom Hardy would have made this movie would have been so great if Tom Hardy would have been given a good script. Just that whole like interaction with him having to raise his hands and put him down and like talking to himself.
His acting so far has been really good.
Like it's just, he's been so encapsulated into the role and well, that doesn't look all that good, but you know, this ain't the main shot, bro. You can't be crotch punching like that. They didn't need that shot, but I appreciate the fact that that shot was there. Peace out, boy. Now, how did Venom know how to do that? See?
Still playing PS4. Sony product placement.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen more Xperia phones yet. Is a G-Tac a Sony product? Are all those Sony monitors? Is that a Sony phone on the table? What about that lamp? What about those chairs?
What about that phone?
What about that giant projector screen on the wall? What about that TV in the background? Where's all the Sony?
You can make that entire lab out of Sony products alone.
Yeah, no, for sure though. Maybe not the chairs, but for sure any form of technology can be Sony. That motorcycle, Sony. Just saying. I also love the fact that
Samsung makes like fucking shit like refrigerators and shit.
Well, yeah.
Do they? Does Sony?
I don't think so. But what I was about to say is that I love the fact that whenever Venom talks, it's not like he's in the scene. He's in your ear. Like I love the fact that they chose to do that with Venom's voice. They didn't do any like post-processing to sound like it was muffled, like it was inside Eddie's head. They made it where the viewer who's watching this it makes it seem like it's in their head.
Especially since we're wearing headphones.
Yeah, no, especially since I'm wearing headphones, listen to this. Which I honestly recommend if you're doing a commentary track with a movie to wear headphones. Because A, you have control over the volume of both, but then even if it's like quiet, you can still distinctly hear both.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, also, it'd be really hard to record a commentary track without
headphones. Yeah, because then you'd just be picking up the movie. But exactly. I was talking about the listeners.
That's true, too.
Because I've listened to commentary tracks without headphones, and it's very hard, especially in scenes like this where the action's so heavy and the music is so loud, to be able to actually hear your own thinking.
Yeah, that's true. Why is that? Is it just because it's mixed for like a theater, and they don't mix it for whatever like home audiences?
There's different rule sets when it comes to dialogue versus music, or like sound effects. So, for whatever reason, and I've noticed this watching movies in theaters, and I absolutely hate this.
Yeah.
But whenever there's an action scene with music, for whatever reason, they want to get you amped up. They want to get you pumped up. So they turn the decibels up like 3 to 5 notches to make it substantially louder than the rest of the film. And I find myself whenever I'm watching a movie, I constantly have the remote in my hand. So whenever a scene like this happens, I turn it down like 15%. Because I want it all to be
I had
equal.
To do that because I'd watch movies late at night. My mom would get upset.
Wake people up. Yeah, no.
My mom would get upset with me because I would keep it at a certain volume.
I was the same exact way. And it's always infuriated me when movies do that. But they've never changed. And it's so weird that like they have this mentality. It's like, oh, we need to blare music during these action scenes, when if you just played them at the level that the rest of the movie's mixed at, it would feel fine.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. Whoa, that was crazy. That was some weird camera nonsense. I love how they keep giving Eddie control of their motorcycle, and they keep having to do the weird transition to his arms to actually... Oh. Bro.
Some of this stuff is cool in theory. I just wish the effects would have looked a little better.
So it didn't look like he was riding on a slip and slide.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Well, like Venom, when Venom is Venom, when he's full-blooded Venom, he doesn't look half bad. It's these weird like
half symbiote. Yeah, I think it's because you have to like try and blend it with the fabric. Yeah, no, with the fabric of the clothes.
That's also like the weird bit when it comes to like Venom, is the fact that he's also technically Eddie's clothes right now.
Oh, yeah.
That's the weird bit. And like, I never understood that when it came to Spider-Man. I understood being the black suit, but also it turned into Peter's clothes when he just wanted to be normal. That was the one thing that he loved about having the symbiote suit, was that it just transformed into his clothes and then into his costume whenever he needed. And that's always been a really weird aspect. Also, did you like that, like, not flashback. Oh, what is it? When they're like,
callback.
Yeah, to when he was like in the beginning when he dipped down on the motorcycle past the ridge line or the horizon line of the road.
Yeah,
and they just did a nice little superhero jump off of it. Oh my god! Think of all the property damage they're gonna have to pay.
We'll just have to see that in Marvel's Damage Control.
Marvel's Damage Control.
Oh, wait, no, that's not a show. That's like a VR experience.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I always forget that Marvel just makes random VR experiences for all their movies now.
Yeah.
Did you see where they announced that not Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel is going to be in the Avengers game? Yeah, instead of Hawkeye. Rest in peace, that brave man. Here it comes, boy. He healed, and it's time. I love that. I love the transition of it almost being like a fucking hood coming over.
Yeah.
Lick him. Yeah.
Ooh, that tongue did not look too well on his skin.
I will say it's nice that they tried to make his skin react, but also he just chopped that man's head off. Can we talk about that for a second?
When he's not interacting with any live elements, he looks fine.
I wish literally he just belly flopped and just skipped along the water there. That's what I want to see. Now they're fixed. It's like Jesus. Venom is Jesus.
Venom is Jesus Christ, says Chayton.
Hey, look, you can quote me on that. Now think about that the next time you're reading the Bible. I will say,
I don't like that Venom's name is Venom. I'm sure that's how it was in the comics.
Yeah, in most instances, Venom is called Venom. Well, I mean, you think about it, Carnage name is Carnage. Toxin's name is Toxin.
I just wish it had some alien name and Eddie Brock called himself Venom.
Yeah, well, good old Stan Lee and Jack Kirby back in the day weren't thinking about that. They were thinking about, do these kids know these names?
That's fair.
But I also like how this movie actually got eye lines right when it came to the CG elements in the scene. Like, all I can think about is the sequel to Jurassic World, where Chris Pratt was like training Blue as a baby velociraptor, and his eye line is straight above the velociraptor's head, where it doesn't match at all.
No, I'm watching as you talking about it, and the way even like it was moving around.
Yeah, and he was still following it. No, that's what I'm saying. They did a very good job when it came to eye line, and that's so hard with CG characters, especially if there's nothing. Like,
oh yeah, if there's nothing and you just have to fucking pretend, that takes so much talent on the actor.
It's also one of those things where like, okay, so in most times they'll have like a weird mirrored ball on a stick or a felt ball on a stick to like represent, this is the eye line. So like in the Michael Bay Ninja Turtle movie, they had giant backpacks because the Ninja Turtles were like 8 foot tall, and then they had like two like ping pong balls that represented the eyes and stuff like that.
I'm sure you saw in like Deadpool, Colossus.
Yeah,
the dude just had like
a head on his head. Yeah, he had a head on his head so they could represent scale. But like, it's so hard because, and here's a fun fact for people that don't know this about CGI bodies in live action movies. If you don't have anything there, even if the eye line matches, it doesn't look right, for the sole point that if something is closer to you, your pupils actually go closer together.
Oh, really?
So if there's nothing on set to represent the character and they're just trying to focus on something that's just floating there invisibly, their eyes will look off for the sole fact that their eyes cannot physically focus and they're focused on the background. So they're too far apart.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
That's like, it's something I learned just from watching movies with CGI characters and just doing research, is that I've just seen this pattern that like if a CGI's character isn't there, it's almost near impossible to actually get the eye line to work. I will say they did a little bit too much post-processing on Venom's voice. Sometimes he's very hard to understand because of how low and grumbly he is.
I can understand him most of the time.
And that's what I'm saying. Like 90% of the time it works. The last 10% you're just like, did he say I'm going to eat this boy's head or I'm going to eat this man's, I can't think of anything.
Leg.
Yeah, leg. Yeah. Two completely different ends of the body. That's all I'm saying.
And it's important to the story.
It's important to the goddamn story. I know if he's going to eat heads or legs, even though Venom has clearly stated he loves eating people's heads. And frozen tater tots. And rotten chicken. And raw lobster. He just said eat his head. See? I will say that I've never actually realized I've never noticed this in comics where they've made Venom act like this.
I haven't read too many comic storylines with Venom to know
if he acts like this. I guess me too. I've only
Most of the Spidey comics I've read haven't involved Venom.
The only one that I've read has been Ultimate Spider-Man. He acted nothing like this. But I don't know.
And then, of course, in the other adaptation that he's in,
the good old Sam. We won't talk about that one.
But I mean, he didn't do that there either.
Think if they went with the same like odd character design.
I think he looked pretty good besides his scaling in that movie.
I see. Okay, I'll say this. I never loved the Sam Raimi Spider-Man suit. And the fact that they just made it black for Venom.
Well, not the Sam Raimi suit. I'm talking about Venom. Venom.
Oh, okay.
Besides the like scaling of him because he didn't grow at all, he was still the same height as Eddie Brock.
Is he?
In Spidey 3 he is. Not
well, no, I was about to say in this he's definitely not.
Oh,
he's a solid like 1.5 to 2 feet taller.
No, he's still like really tall. He's just a bit more buff.
No, but what I'm saying is that I hated Venom and Sam Raimi, not for the sole fact that like he was just represented poorly, which he was, but for the sole fact that I did not like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man suit, and then they just made it black for Venom. Besides, of course, the face.
I was too young at the time to realize that like the Sam Raimi suit or like that symbiote suit's not like what it actually looks like. It's not just like a
there's no webbing on it. It's just all black.
Yeah, no, I would actually prefer this. Would have preferred the symbiote suit if I would have known.
Oh yeah, no,
because I love the comic symbiote suit.
I would have been fine if they would have gone all matte black or shiny black for it, where even the webbing was. But no, they took it and they just made the red black, and then they kept the weird silver ass webbing. And I understand why they did it back in the day was to differentiate the textures and the depth of the suit. But I still kind of despise it.
I wish they would just had like a pattern texture on the suit or something.
Yeah, no.
But like,
I've loved how the MCU's handled it, where it's like the black webbing is actually inlaid instead of outlaid for the suit.
I like that. It's
and then
just for me, honestly, like being a cosplayer,
I'll still say this: that's harder. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, their Spider-Man suit, that's the bee's knees for me.
Amazing Spider-Man 2's costume is the best on-screen costume.
Quintessential. I love how we're watching Venom just destroy people right now. We're talking about the Amazing Spider-Man 2's a spectacular costume. The Amazing Spider-Man 1, I understand they wanted to go dark and grungy with it.
I didn't like... the one thing I didn't like was that they made the lenses gold.
Yeah, no. But I'll say this. I still liked it over the Sam Raimi suit. I still liked it over that one. I couldn't deal with the silver webbing.
I like it, but...
It just made it seem too shiny to me.
I can see that, but I think it's just like me, that being my first real exposure to the hero. Like, I'm just so used to it, so it doesn't bother me too much, but I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, no, Venom's just fucking
Venom's just decimating these people. Absolutely destroying these people.
You can kind of see what's going on.
They showed that Venom is straight up bulletproof. Like I don't understand why they're still firing. It's not going to make it through.
Maybe they just think they're missing.
Eat his head. Or pull a Hulk. He literally just pulled a Hulk. Scream. Yes! Classic Venom. Oh, Venom. Silly Venom. Eat his head. Eat his head. Do it. Also, can I just say that I like that when Venom and Eddie switch places, it's Eddie's voice that comes in your ears and not Venom's. And then when he's Eddie, it's Venom's voice that comes in your ears and not Eddie.
Yeah, I do.
Nice little sound touch. Nice little sound touch.
Hospital can't help you, bro.
I beg to differ. Hospitals give you such great health care.
That's true, but if you have a symbiote in you, I don't.
They don't know that. They only know it's a parasite. They aren't even calling these symbiotes yet. I also love the fact that, like, look, Tom Hardy looks sick. He looks straight up sick. For him? Bro, you can't say kryptonite. That's copyrighted by DC. Sound and fire.
I do wonder how that works.
What? Using the term kryptonite?
I mean, I guess.
I wonder if it's not like, well, it's one of those things where like, you know, like
we're in a film business class.
Like
so
Candy Crush tried to trademark or copyright the term candy and crush, and they failed at doing so. So I wonder if it's one of those things where DC, even though it's a made up word, was never able to copyright or trademark kryptonite. I wonder if it's one of those situations.
It might be one of those things where like you can mention a property.
Oh yeah, by name, but it doesn't. If you don't directly. Well, that's kind of weird because kryptonite is solely a DC term.
Yeah, so it's weird bringing it up here because it's like.
Yeah, no.
I mean, not to go into this too much, but I mean, theoretically, that means that DC comics are like a prevalent thing in this universe.
Well, it's also the fact that this is a prequel to The Dark Knight Rises. So
you know what? That's completely true. So
it all makes sense.
I guess it all works out.
Bro, how do they not realize this drone? Does that Nissan Rogue seriously have that many blind spots?
Look, man, I know Nissan probably paid a lot of money.
I actually no. I only said Nissan Rogue because I know someone that owns like a car that looks at silver. I don't know if that was a Nissan Rogue or not.
Whatever company.
Oh my gosh! Why does she look like the It Clown? I love creepy children. Dude, let's just watch the new Child's Play. Oh my god! What's wrong with them or her? I guess it's them because it's technically a her and a symbiote. It is two, plural.
That's true.
Bro, I am. You see how close my fingers are together? Oh, you can't see them apart? Yeah, because they're touching. That's how close I am to replacing you.
Bruh.
I'm good. All right, everyone, send in your applications to mindmeshpodcast@gmail.com and we'll pick your my favorite one. And
I'll have a say.
No, you won't. No, you won't. I take it all back. I didn't finish the sentence, so it's not contractually obligated. Bro, don't even interrupt me like that. Don't pull a 5th grade on me right there. Don't do that.
Oh no. He's getting attacked by bad CGI.
Save him, not the bad CGI.
Oh no, it's happening with Tom Hardy too.
When did he get into the MRI room?
He just kicked himself in there.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah. Roll credits.
Roll credits. Symbiote separated. We're done here. Venom 2 coming spring 2020.
Eddie, come back.
You can blame it all on me. Why is he still talking to the thing?
He just broke up with Venom.
Dude, I can't wait. I can't wait for the final act of this movie to just straight up be a breakup film.
The romance film between Venom and Eddie.
Well, actually, I'm pretty sure in interviews, that's how like the director described the feel between Eddie and Venom was almost a romance relationship type deal.
I love that sound design.
Oh yeah, no. I love goop and slime in movies and the sound design that they do for them. Where's the slime?
Where's the goop?
Where's the goop? Where to go? I love that picture in the background. That's nice. I hope it infects the dog. I want to see a symbiote dog. I want to see a Venom dog. Yeah. Yeah. Give me Venom dog. Venom. Oh my God. That's rough. Get it? Rough. You tried the burp. I saw you. I watched you open your mouth going for a burp and nothing came out. I'm so upset. He doesn't even have the symbiote anymore. Oh, well, that's...
They don't know that.
It is a doggy Venom. Look at doggy Venom. How's Venom fit inside that little dog body?
That is true because, like,
He's the size of that dog.
Well, also, aren't they like? Wasn't the fact that like they didn't immediately die?
Yeah, because of like the size of the host / the genetics of the host / the willpower of said host.
I don't think that dog has much willpower, but I guess it does.
Nah, dude. Dogs have more willpower than humans.
I guess so.
Dogs are such good judges of character. Yeah, no. The power that is inside a dog is so great. It's too powerful. I love how the villain of this film wears like an off-brand Columbia jacket and a white t-shirt constantly in all of his scenes.
Well, it's like he's like this business Lex Luthor-esque.
Yeah, it's like business casual almost.
I mean, I don't know too much about like specifically Venom lore. So is this actually like a character in the comics?
Yeah, I have actually no clue.
Okay.
I know that the Life Foundation is a thing, but I have no clue.
Yeah, that sounded familiar.
I have no clue if Mr. Drake here is an actual character. No.
/ villain.
Yeah, / villain.
I feel like if they wanted to make like a more heroic Venom, they should have gone with like Agent Venom.
I'm pretty sure they talked about that in the beginning, but the thing is that this is an like the whole pitch for this movie was that it was an anti-hero film.
I know, but
so
I feel like
the only time, like literally Eddie Brock is keeping Venom in check at this point, and the only people that Venom hurts and or eats their heads up. Oh my god. Oh, that was good. But anyways.
Ooh, that was rough.
But what I was going to say is that, like, we've only seen Venom hurt bad people because Eddie keeps him in check to not hurt good people. So I understand the whole Agent Venom thing, but Agent Venom didn't happen until Venom was a villain for so many years until Eddie, like, well, that was when Eddie Brock was like a Marine or something. No, it was Flash. Flash Thompson got him, and that's why he became Agent Venom.
Yeah.
It's because Flash was able to control him even more than Eddie Brock could. And then he became like part of S.H.I.E.L.D. as like a secret agent type deal. So I'm sure at some point, if, you know, Sony breaks the deal with Marvel again and they're allowed to keep all the characters, including young boy Flash Thompson, God, I'm just thinking about that movie now. Flash Thompson from the MCU being Agent Venom. Oh my God. I want to see it now. I want that movie to happen. Does your mama not like you no more? I love how they took him out into this awesomely blue lit forest.
Don't you love the multiple suns?
Well, no, that's lights on the fences of the facility. What I'm saying is that this literally, because of how they lit the scene, it doesn't seem real. But that also questions, is it real?
Well, is it?
So you're gonna love this. You're gonna absolutely love this part of the movie. Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. What, you don't like this? You don't get turned on by this? You don't get turned on by female Venom sharing the love by kissing?
I'm not into goo girls like our friend Beep. I'm gonna go ahead and censor myself before I out like that.
I love how every time we talk about our friends in one of these commentary tracks or in MindMesh's podcast, follow and listen to that. Every time we mention our friend, it's always the same friend.
Same guy. I really hope to have him on here one day.
That would be amazing. That's what I'm saying. Like I can't wait to the point where we get to take our little show on the road.
Oh yeah.
And we get to record these on location type deal. Oh man, that would be a great time to actually have him on. Or just, you know, if somehow we can get him here.
I know he's far away right now.
Rest in peace. Not rest in peace, but rest in peace. You know what I mean.
Not actually rest in peace, but rest in peace that he's not here.
No. Rest in peace for real.
Don't say that. I like how stylized this is, but I mean,
it's weird because it's not. The rest of the film isn't stylized.
Yeah, the rest of the film looks pretty normal compared to this. And
like it's almost like they put a black and white filter on this and then replaced all the white values with blue. And that's what this feels like.
Like any white to gray tone, it's just blue.
Yeah, it's just all blue. That's why it's weird. Like this doesn't feel like a forest.
You think that everyone that heavily uses like lens flares just has like astigmatism, so they think that's how everyone sees?
I mean, that's why I use lens flares.
I always like how lens flares look, and then
I like how lens flares
that like
I like how they look, but my problem with lens flares is that you can tell when they're fake.
Oh yeah,
you can not like some of the lens flares in this movie just don't feel like they belong in the shot. And I think it's a stylistic like look choice if you want to actually see lens flares in your film.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to do it, especially in a film that relies so heavily on CGI like this, to have lens flares, because then you have to worry about how said lens flares interact with these characters.
Oh yeah, no. That's probably why a lot of them are fake lens flares.
Yeah, no, it's because they want to add depth to the scene and make these CGI characters look like they fit more.
But
also,
you have to have like a clean plate.
Yeah, can I also just say in every trailer for this movie, they showed this shot of all the computers and stuff busting, but they never showed this guy doing it. Well, it was always just an empty scene with all these computers just splitting open.
Well, they probably just wanted to like.
Well, no, they never had the CGI finished. And even after like the movie released, the trailers still didn't show that character. I understand they want to keep the villain secret, but maybe not like
just give like a clean plate of a
not show the clean plate of all the like fishing line pulling these computers apart.
What symbiote is that?
I believe his name is Riot.
Okay.
You know what this film actually reminds me of, and I wonder if this video game was based around symbiotes? Is the video game Parasite? Or not Parasite?
Prototype.
Yeah, Prototype. Okay, you knew exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, no, because I agree with you. I think it is.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if if like the Venom storylines in Spider-Man actually inspired Prototype, which I love those games.
That looks like a move straight from Prototype.
Yeah, no, exactly, and that's
besides like them being full-bodied symbiote and not just like the arms.
Yeah,
it looks totally like it would be from Prototype.
God, now I want to go replay Prototype.
I played it a little bit, and I kind of want to go back and actually play it.
Hey man, I got it on Steam. I got Prototype 1 and 2. So if I ever build you a computer, you know, wink, nudge, nudge.
I think I'm still linked to your Steam account.
Yeah, but I don't think Prototype is optimized for Mac.
This is true.
I think out of the 200 games I own, only like 40 to 50 actually work on Mac.
Yeah, I mean,
you could do what our friend did. You could do what our friend did, and
dude, he just ripped the symbiote off of him.
Yeah, that's rough. But
I thought he was about to eat it.
Yummy, yummy, yummy spaghetti. But what I was gonna say is, you could pull what our friend did and partition your hard drive and install Windows and Macintosh on a singular hard drive. But then I thought, oh, this man only has like 1 megabyte of space left on his Mac at all times, so that wouldn't be smart.
I mean, I can just back everything up and then delete everything.
Nah, it's okay. I understand. Look at this shot. Don't this shot look cool? You see the two mouths? Like,
so what's going on?
Venom and Riot are currently combining.
Did one of them get sucked up?
Yeah. Riot absorbed Venom, and now they're splitting.
So okay, that was my question. If both guys were actually still in there,
yeah, no, they're both still in there. And I like that. I like
when
the
did
fact
she learn that high pitched noises?
in the car. Remember?
Oh no, I don't.
Because he said 400 and up hertz sounds. Because we were talking about a girl's blood curdling scream.
Yeah. Okay, I remember now.
But what I was gonna say is I love to imagine
now it's just a normal fight scene.
yeah. Well, because the symbiotes fell off of them because of the sound. Oh, nice slow-mo. But I love the ideology that on the symbiote planet, because they don't have living bodies, they're only that goo stuff. So the way that they fight wars is literally just combining together and just having a little like mosh pit of goo.
That's true.
Uh-oh. Your boy said, I'm dead. Straight through the heart. And you're to blame. You give love a bad name. Oh, see? A little wedding ring on the wrong ring. I don't actually... What's the significance of showing that ring?
I don't know. So is he mixed with both of them right now?
No, there's nothing in him.
Is it just Riot?
Yeah, Riot's the only guy in whatever his name is.
What happened to Venom? Oh,
Mr.
there
Drake.
he is.
There he is. He's weak. He said, I is coming to heal you, even though you're already dead.
I feel like we're at a pretty climactic part of the film, and we're only... Okay, never mind. I take it back.
I was about to say, nah, dude, we're at a pretty... We only got 20 minutes left, 5 of which are probably going to be taken up by said credits.
Okay.
So, no. We're where we need to be in this film.
Okay, I thought there was a lot more that was left than there needed to be.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why that just reminded me of... I forget what game it was. I think it was Saints Row the 3rd or 4th, where they're on this secret mission, then they're climbing a rocket, blasting off into space, and they stab it with their knife to blow up a tank. Or the engines.
Saints Row 3.
Was it 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean goodbye? You just made a parachute. It's... Bro. Oh, that was bad.
So wait, they can be destroyed by heat and high pitch.
Did you not watch that car scene at all? Do you not know Venom as a character at all? That's his little two weaknesses, fire and sound.
I don't. I only... If I'm being completely honest, like that's... As cool as I think Venom is...
You just know nothing about him?
I don't know too much about like his backstory.
Yeah, no. And also the van scene in this movie where literally
we were talking and
I get it, but we even talked about it.
We talked about like the screams and stuff.
We also talked about the fire.
Did we?
Yeah.
When?
Okay, everyone.
All right, everybody rewind to the time that we talked about it because I clearly do not remember.
Yeah, do perfect frame pausing and sync back up when the car scene happens. And then watch the movie again from the halfway point.
Please, we need that retention time, guys.
Oh my god. I like how his character development is he went from an almost anchor-esque role when it came to making video news.
Yeah.
So now he's writing articles. He downstepped.
Yeah, he went to reporter to blogger.
Yeah. I love that's the character development of Eddie Brock. Besides getting the girl again. That's kinky.
Stop.
That's a fetish right there. That's a goo girl fetish right there. What was the time I didn't get to see it?
It's 2:00. He has a meeting.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. That's what I'm hearing.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere while it's 11 p.m. here.
Bro, don't give away secret. Whoa, bro, that's nasty. That looked worse than the dog in the hospital.
This is going to sound really mean and really dark.
Yeah.
But this is a genuine question. I didn't realize that Stan Lee was still alive.
Yeah.
At that point.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah.
When did Stan Lee pass? Late 2018? Early 2019?
Well, this was released in 2018.
Yeah.
I think. Wait. Yeah, it would have been 2018.
So
I think he passed in 2017.
2017? No, I think it was...
No, this was technically the last movie he cameoed in because, of course, Marvel filmed like 50 cameos in a row for him. So we'll be seeing him for a plethora past this. But, yeah, no. I love how that's a character point for Venom is the fact that if he doesn't feed him what he wants, he will literally eat his internal organs.
This movie came out in October. Stan Lee passed in November of 2018.
Yeah, okay. So this film probably filmed.
Yeah, it filmed earlier that year.
Well,
the year
films
before.
usually have a year turnaround. So they probably filmed in October and then released in October. So it makes sense.
Okay.
All right, now we're alluding back to the scene that you saw.
Okay.
It all comes full circle.
His outline's pretty good too for just being like a side character.
Yeah. Only in this shot though, in the wide it's pretty bad.
Is it?
Yeah. What's wrong with you, Venom? Why would you say a sentence such as a turd in the wind? And why did you need that shot?
You didn't need it.
Eat his head. Can't show it, PG-13. Favorite line the film's about to happen.
What do you say?
I have a parasite.
Oh. It's so 80-yard.
Yeah, no. I think I missed the line where he wanted frozen tater tots and chocolate syrup.
I did too.
It was in that scene. I think it was right before the guy showed up with the gun. Also, what up, Eminem? Hey! Ba-dum.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he did a song for this.
Hey. So, okay.
I mean, it's not as bad as I thought
as you thought it would be.
I mean, it's definitely not perfect. I mean, it would be. I probably would have saw this in theaters once and would have forgotten about it, but would have came out thinking it was all right.
Yeah, no, exactly. I also like the fact that they went like Rorschach, like those weird like therapy paintings for the credits. That's pretty cool. But no, like watching this film and hearing all the bad stuff about it, I remember thinking after finishing it the first time that I watched it, I was like, you know what? This isn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say like it's not as bad as people are making it out to be.
Yeah, no, for sure. No,
it's definitely not any. I wouldn't say it's a masterpiece or it's good or it's like super good or anything.
What superhero film is a masterpiece? They all have their flaws.
I mean, I'd say his closest thing would and you disagree because you don't like these films, but like stuff like specifically The Dark Knight, not the other two.
I mean, I understand the cinema prowess that The Dark Knight has to them. My main problem with The Dark Knight is
how they
it's completely different to the whole film side of it. Are those films brilliantly written and portrayed and shot? Yes. I just don't like the characters and how they are and how they're portrayed. Because the way they portrayed Batman isn't how I think Batman should be portrayed. And hopefully fingers crossed Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson can figure something out.
That's true.
Which the way that they've talked,
it sounds like
man, am I ready? I want that Detective Batman so bad, and please, for the love of God, give me a good Riddler for once.
I mean, I never really thought about the point you've made, which I mean, the point you've made is the fact that like Christian Bale isn't really much of a detective. Here.
No,
I'll pause this.
Well, no, you can talk about it. It's whatever. Basically, in The Dark Knight, Christian Bale is a detective like maybe once or twice in the entire thing. But for the rest of the movie, he gets everyone else to do the job for him. He's never depicted as the smartest man in the world. He's never depicted, because that's the whole reason, like, Batman is a superhero. Yeah. He's just a man in a suit with gadgets. What makes him super is his intellect. And they never show that. Never show that. But anyways, back to Venom.
Yeah. I'm trying. Oh, it's going to be Cletus Cassidy.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I like how they call him Red. That's pretty nice. Also, this boy got a red fro, yo.
Just like Cletus Cassidy.
Welcome, Eddie. But spelled E-D-T-I with no E. Oh, hey, Woody Harrelson. How's it going?
Is that who?
I love how I've been waiting for this moment this entire film. Because yes, Woody Harrelson is officially Carnage and he is returning for Venom 2.
Okay.
Now you're hooked, aren't you? Now you want to go see Venom 2, don't you? Oh boy. Tell us, Cletus. Oh my God, name dropping so hard. And now the credits roll. How do you feel?
It's really weird. I mean, I see a lot of Woody Harrelson films where he's bald.
And so it's really weird. It's weird. It's like almost the reverse of what happened with what's Lex Luthor's name in the new
Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah. Same,
the opposite of
it's the same, just a weird Jesse Eisenberg effect where you expect him to have hair and then at the end of The Dark Knight
he doesn't,
or not Spider-Man, Jesus Christ, BVS where he's bald. It's so weird to see him like that. And with Woody Harrelson, you're so used to him having a buzz cut or just being completely bald that as soon as he has that red fro on his head, it's just like, that don't look right. I don't like it. I don't like how that looks.
It looks off, but part of me feels like that kind of works for like the serial killer-esque.
Oh yeah, no, Cletus Cassidy in all the comic books is always depicted as having this weird, curly red locks, like this. I can't say fro because it's definitely not like
it's
a fro.
It's not like a fro, but he's always had red hair, and
he's always had red hair, and it's always been curly, and it's always been like
ratty.
It's been bouncy, voluminous, if you will. That's I think that's where we're going with that. But anyways, so that was Venom.
I forget that like Venom wasn't created till the 90s until like the Todd McFarlane days.
Oh yeah, no.
Like he came in Secret Wars and then they gave his origin in The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, for sure. Venom's such a weird. This movie was weird when it came out because this is technically the first movie by Sony where they use a Spider-Man villain or a Spider-Man property without incorporating Spider-Man.
I know, it's really weird.
And Spider-Man is such a huge inspiration in the Venom mythos and stuff like that.
I mean, he looks literally like just a big buff symbiote Spidey.
Yeah, no, and I think the problem is that it's so burned in our mind that Venom is a giant Spider-Man and he should have that white spider on his chest. And I think that's the reason in the character design that they made Venom have all those white veins going through him to act like spider webs to make our minds think, oh, this is kind of where we're needing to go. But it's just, and I guess taking a step back and thinking about it, Venom technically didn't need Spider-Man from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because in like the Ultimate Spider-Man lineage, Venom started with Eddie Brock and moved to Spider-Man. So before that...
Well, wait, no. He started with
In
Well,
Ultimate Spider-Man. In Ultimate
Ultimate-
Spider-Man, Eddie Brock broke into Oscorp, found the symbiote, and that made him Venom. And then Venom left, moved to Spider-Man, and then moved back to Eddie once Spider-Man gave him up. At least I'm pretty sure. I'm basing it all off of the Ultimate Spider-Man video game where you could play as both Spider-Man and Venom, and I'm going off the cutscenes.
I remember. Well, I know, like you were talking about earlier, Secret Wars is the first appearance of the symbiote suit, but then issue 300 of the Amazing Spider-Man, which came out afterwards, is the first appearance of Venom.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So like,
it depends on what kind of
what timeline, what comic universe you're reading, I guess.
Yeah, no, for sure. I don't know. This movie was good enough for what it needed to be. I have my fingers crossed that Venom 2 is a little bit better.
I think if two things were better, the script was a bit better, and then the VFX were a bit better, it would be a solid superhero piece.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think my biggest thing is like the VFX were bad because I don't believe that Sony believed in this film to actually succeed. So budget wise, I don't think they gave the movie what it needed to have when it came to the VFX.
That's fair.
But now that this movie it broke October records when it came out, I think that because of that.
Do you think that's part of it just being a Venom movie and getting that built-in audience of Marvel fans?
I don't know. Also, I looked over at our recording and then I looked back at the credits and I realized there's 10 minutes left on our runtime. And now I'm really confused. Oh, wait, never mind. I take it all back. I realize what's happening.
Is there another end credit scene?
No. This movie came out before Into the Spider-Verse, so they put an Into the Spider-Verse scene at the very end of the credits.
Oh, okay.
So we won't make you sit through that. We really won't. We won't make you sit through the Into the Spider-Verse scene. Well, what? You want to? You want to sit through the Into the Spider-Verse scene?
You were saying what I was going to say. We'll go ahead and cut it off after the...
Yeah,
we'll
no.
go ahead and say our goodbyes after the credits roll.
Plus, we don't need spoilers for Into the Spider-Verse. What if we watch it?
Oh, that's true.
What if we watch it? We don't need spoilers. Because they like show a scene like halfway through the film or something like that. It was really weird. But they were also trying to connect this movie to Into the Spider-Verse, being like anything is possible. Yada.
With it being like so many different universes and the multiverse and whatnot.
Yeah, no. Which I still love the idea of like maybe if Sony can like I'll figure out the contracts, just have a scene where Tom Holland,
yes, that's what I was about
Miles
to say.
Morales, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire all are like, oh, hey, what's up? How you guys doing? I'm Spider-Man. You're Spider-Man? Nah, bro, I'm Spider-Man. You're Spider-Man? No, I'm Spider-Man. Then Miles Morales is like, hi, I'm Miles.
I can't remember the guy that voiced Peter Parker in the Spider-Verse.
Oh, but I know who you're talking about because he was the same guy that was they were gonna hire to play when they were thinking about doing a reboot of another live action Scooby-Doo. They were gonna hire him to be the live action Shaggy. I know exactly who you're talking about because he's also in New Girl and stuff like that.
He was good, but imagine if they would have like got Tobey Maguire to voice.
Oh, to voice the old beat up Spider-Man. Yeah, no, I've thought about it, and I think I can't remember the last movie that Tobey Maguire was in.
It was a chess movie.
Was it a chess movie?
It was some movie about like a...
Not gonna lie, the only movie I've ever seen Tobey Maguire in was Spider-Man. I've never seen him since or before.
I saw him... There was a chess movie that he was in about a famous chess player, and then he was in a TV show I watched. But besides that, I also can't think of anything else he's really been in.
Who knows? Oh my God. This is the second time I've seen visual effects on the screen. Oh my goodness.
A lot of visual effects.
Okay. I'll say this. Marvel Studios also does this where they break up the visual effects into like 3 to 4 companies. So like they'll hire visual effects for just solely visual effects backgrounds. And then they'll hire a visual effects company for solely CGI characters. And then they'll hire a visual effects company specifically for special effects when it comes to like Doctor Strange particle nonsense. Like, yeah, particle effects and stuff like that.
I get what you're saying. Like each big different layer. Like,
yeah, so
I guess like even like a house for like rotoscoping and doing all masking and stuff like that.
That's their own like thing. They have their own like within this whole visual effects there's probably, I'm pretty sure it's actually a credit or it's like rotoscoping by or the rotoscoping team. And then it'll just list all the people that maniacally went through this and rotoscope people's hair.
God, I would hate to be that person to sit there day after day.
Well, okay, I'll say this about rotoscoping. Like, if you have a nice, clean, crisp image, most of the work is done by the computer. Because the way rotoscoping, at least in After Effects work, is that you paint the body and then it does its best to keep with that paint that you set.
And then you go back and
go back and you fix all the little tiny details, such as the hair and all that.
Yeah, I've messed with the rotoscoping a little bit, but even just then, it's been a pain in the ass.
Yeah, no.
Especially with shots that you would have to manually mask out.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because that would take a hell of a lot longer.
We are Stella NG Mikabagaba. I don't. Oh my god!
Look at all these fucking people.
This is still visual effects. I mean, and I like how your main complaint was the visual effects. Look at all these people you insulted.
I don't mean.
What about
to insult
Pedro
you
Santos?
Guys. I'm sorry, Jim Steele.
What about
sorry?
What about Armpit Shulka?
I'm sorry, Ben Taylor. I'm sorry, Balu V.
I was about to say that.
V,
I was literally about to say
Steve
Balu
White.
V.
I'm sorry, Harry Yang.
There's a third visual effects company. One of us. Another visual effects for Sony Picture Imageworks. Oh my goodness. Oh, 3D. This film came out in 3D. It's so weird for me to think about 3D movies nowadays.
It's so random these days.
It's not advertised anymore. It's just like
some random ones will have it.
Yeah, it's just like a side project. It's like, oh yeah, this movie's in 3D IMAX. Go see it.
I don't get it because it's like I felt like 3D movies used to be like
I understand IMAX in a sense.
I understand IMAX because that's like a better quality viewing in a sense.
Yeah, no, it's like you get a lot more with the aspect ratio and stuff like that and the quality. The screen's just massive. But like, oh my goodness.
I don't understand the 3D aspect though because it seems most movies back in the day they had 3D in them. They're kind of made specifically for that
3D,
gimmick.
like Spy Kids 3D and Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I'm only naming off terrible, like oddly dimmy ads. I don't know. I'm only thinking of Spy Kids 3D.
Look, we're getting towards the end.
I understand.
The songs are coming.
I get it. The song's coming to a close. Well, no, music's always like the last bit before they show all the logos. Oh, there's Venom, written by
Eminem, Marshall B. Mathers.
Produced by Eminem and Louis Restrom. Music from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. We haven't gotten to that point yet. Stop spoiling. Oh my goodness. Wait, is it actually going to show the Into the Spider? Oh, well,
meanwhile,
anyway. No, we're not watching this. Oh my God, I'm pausing it.
Oh no.
So if you've made it to this point in the film, just know that we haven't made it to the actual end, the end of the credits because they decided to show Into the Spider-Verse scenes. But we've made it.
But we've made it to the end.
Yes.
I hope you enjoy this scene that's going on. We're not watching it, but if you're watching, I'm glad you are. I'm Fish.
I'm Chayton. Make sure to listen to MindMesh's Movie Talks on all your favorite podcast platforms along with YouTube. Or you can follow us for the MindMesh podcast where we talk about random shower thoughts and other random ideas. But until next time, see you at the movies.
Goodbye.
Oh my goodness gracious.